Hello folks, and welcome back to the Vision of Veritas here. So last night I watched the debate, Oz versus Fetterman. I don't know if any of you got a chance to do that, but the only word that I can think to use to describe what I witnessed and what a lot of people witnessed was a train wreck. And it's not just because of Fetterman's inability to answer and comprehend questions. I also really didn't like the fact that Oz is a lukewarm Republican just like Pat Toomey. The unfortunate part of this is Oz has the makings of a rhino, and collectively we have to stop that. That's a huge problem that is absolutely not what our nation needs. But of the two choices, I mean, it's obvious who I do support, and there's a lot of valid reasons for that. Now, I actually am going to go through the whole debate here. Yes, it is going to be long, but I think it's really important that we do that. I want to preface this by stating my commentary will have absolutely nothing to do with the effects and the aftermath displayed with regards to Fetterman's stroke. On a purely human level, it's very unfortunate what happened to him. On a policy level, his policies are just as bad now as they were prior to his stroke. So my commentary will have nothing whatsoever to do with his stroke. Now, when we watch this here, I truly believe that Fetterman as a whole doesn't know the answers to some of these questions. The reason why I'm saying this is because you can tell when he gets a little flustered, and then it's almost like a default. He defaults to kind of throwing a cheap shot out at his opponent, Oz. And usually it's a personal attack. Now, as far as political debates go, I'm all for attacking your opponent as long as it's about the politics of the opponent. That's what these debates are for. But I have a problem with the cheap shots because you don't know the answer to the question, or you simply don't understand the question. So you default to an ad hominem answer. And it doesn't do anybody good. It makes you look like a moron.
But speaking about that topic, there's one person on this stage who's broken the law, we believe. John Fetterman took a shotgun, chased an unarmed African-American man, and put the gun, apparently, according to that man, to his chest. John, you weren't pulled over by the police. They let you go. You were the mayor at the time. Why haven't you apologized to that unarmed, innocent black man who you put a shotgun to his chest?
All right. We will allow a 30-second response to that, Mr. Fetterman, specifically what he was saying referring to the incident in Braddock.
I made the opportunity to defend our community as the chief law enforcement officer there. Everybody in Braddock, an overwhelmingly majority community of black community, all understood what happened. You know, they understood what happened, and everybody agreed that, and nobody believes that it was anything about me making a split-second decision to defend our community as well.
Why not apologize?
In this last little bit here, this kind of question that Oz asked himself, I kind of have a problem with it, but I kind of don't have a problem with it. I kind of have a problem with it because I think it was asked purely to stir up controversy. But then again, I don't have a problem with it because if it was anybody other than Fetterman, that person would be in jail, especially if it was a white man aiming a shotgun at a black man. The media would have gotten a hold of it instead of the media suppressing it because Fetterman himself is a Democrat. But the media would have gotten a hold of it and ran with it. They would have made a whole racial BS story about it. That's what they do every time. But as far as what happened, I really can't, and I'm not going to comment on it. I don't know the situation. I've read about it. I don't really know the laws with regards to mayors and being a chief law enforcement officer. Maybe I'm ignorant to that, but that's the first time I've heard that phrase in association with a mayor. But whatever happened, it's long over and done with. My only issue is Fetterman is given a pass for it simply because he's a Democrat. We know this because of how Republicans are treated, or a white person is treated whenever he is in a very similar situation with a black individual. Sorry, I got to be careful with my wording here. I don't want to piss off the YouTube gods. But if you were to change a few details about that, it would have been news for months to come. Especially if it was someone like Oz who did anything even remotely close to that. That's my problem with it. If you stuck around and listened to this entire thing, I cannot say how appreciative I am of you. For doing so. You didn't have to do that. Please listen to it, share it to your friends, take it to heart. If you've learned anything from this, please like, share, and subscribe. Like I said earlier, please send this to your friends. I need all the help I can get with expanding this channel, and that's what I would truly love to do, but I can't do it without you. So, once again, at the risk of sounding like a parrot, please like, share, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you for sticking around. Have a good day, and take care.